Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome freaking back. As you guys can see, the library is officially gone. I do not have a single book in this library. So for this entire weekend, I am going to be reading on my Kindle and my Kindle alone. As you guys know, do not have any books in my house right now. So in order to occupy my brain, I do still have my Kindle. So I am going to open that up and read for this weekend before we start moving again. So we are taking this weekend pretty much off because we need a break. We have been moving for like 2 weeks now. We're just a little bit tired. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. I am about 50% through Tucker's book in the off-campus series. I believe that's Mistake. Nope, that's the second one. The Score. The Goal. So I am about 40% through The Goal, which is Tucker's story. And I am going to continue into that one today. I'm not sure what I'll get into after that, but for now, let's open up that book and continue into that. Good morning, everybody. Disregard the bedhead. It is Saturday. I am still reading The Goal, obviously. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the only book that I get to this weekend, but I might surprise myself. So Sean is studying. I am going to open this up now and just continue reading for myself. But yeah, that's the update that I have for you right now, is that I am still reading The Goal. I love Tucker. I love Sabrina. I really think that these books are a really wonderful, what's the word I'm trying to find? It's a really nice expression of healthy relationships and healthy men, if that makes sense. I really like this. I'm just gonna continue into it, stop yapping. Through. I am on chapter 19. Given the circumstances, I think Tucker handled that really maturely, he handled it really well, is what I want to say. What is happening here? I knew that felt weird. He handled that really well, and I want to give props to him for the way that he reacted about it, because honestly, at the end of the day, anything else he could have said would have been wrong, in my opinion. It is almost 3. It is 2:42, even though it looks like it's like 5 p.m. outside. But I am going to continue into this. I had mentioned in a previous video that this is one of my least favorite tropes, so I hope that this is done well, because this could go very poorly very quickly if it's not done the right way. So, opening this back up now, I will chat with you guys in a bit. obviously going to save big talk for the end of this video, but I need to state again that I really truly hate everything about this trope. It's just so dull in my opinion. It's like, I don't know. I'm just truly not having a very good time, and I wanted to because in every book I have loved Tucker, so I'm really irritated that this is kind of the way that this one is wrapping up. It's just not making me very happy, but I've got an hour and 59 minutes left, so I'm gonna chug along because at this rate, DNFing it would be stupid. So gonna continue chugging along, but I am just not really too thrilled about it. I have officially hit 85%. I am on chapter 34. I really want to pick up another book. Like, I really don't want to continue this, but I really just like, I want the wrap up. My 5 days. 5 days until we move. Sorry about that. What I was trying to say before my neighbors startled the absolute hell out of me because I live in the ghetto and they want to put off fireworks at midnight on a Sunday or Saturday. Regardless, I am just really not vibing with the trope in the story. It's really minimizing from the whole story. I really am disappointed in the way that Tucker's story has wrapped around. I really feel like Tucker could have had a lot more substance, or Tucker's story is what I mean, could have had a lot more substance, but instead we kind of gave him a cheap cop-out, and I'm really not a fan. But I do have an hour left in the book, so I can't really judge it too harshly yet, but I can in fact tell you that this is not a 5-star. Finally finished this book. It is 11:57. Ooh, I beat my read time. I love when that happens. My neighbors are still actively setting off fireworks, so that's cool. But yeah, like I said, I have finally finished this book. Took me way too long. But I am done. I will chat with you guys about this book tomorrow, but for now, I am going to pick out another book to read for the time being. I will let you know which one I ended up choosing. I think right now what I'm going to do is go on to Libby and #1, return this book, but also figure out what book I want to read next. Once again, I will be back. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have been wanting to read this book for so long, but it has had the largest hold, like the largest wait time. I am going to be reading The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by Lori Gilmore. This is the newest one in the, why am I having such a hard time remembering the name of this series right now? Dream Harbor! Anyway, this is the newest book in the Dream Harbor series. This one is sort of Stars Hollow vibes, if that makes sense. this whole entire town, the whole series in itself just feels like Stars Hollow, feels like Gilmore Girls. But I have just downloaded that. I've got that pulled up on my Kindle now, so I am going to finally get into this one. Hello. Sorry about the noise in the background. I will try to edit it out or talk over it, but it is Sunday. It is almost 7 p.m. and I am just now getting to a book for the day. We have, as you guys know, been moving, and if you don't, make sure you're keeping your eye out. Every single Saturday for the rest of this month will be a moving vlog, so don't miss it, because it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna set up a whole house, you know what I mean? The last time that I talked to you guys, I had downloaded the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, so I am now about to open that up. I am obviously only on chapter 1. I have not read anything yet because I downloaded the book last night and then went to bed. So I have been go, go, go today. It is now finally time for me to sit down, so I'm going to do that. Let's read. Editing this video and realizing that I did not talk to you guys. I do not have an outro. I don't even know what happened. Actually, I do. We're moving. It's very hectic and very busy. But the last time I talked to you guys, I was in the middle of a time lapse. Actually, I was reading The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, which is the book that you guys know that I ended up borrowing from the library. I made it 11% into this book. I got to chapter 6, and that's where this video ended. Like you guys know, I have been waiting to read this book, so I am so excited that I'm finally able to do that right now, and especially because I finished a book, I needed to read another. But let's get into our discussion. So the first book that I read during this video was The Goal. Is that the one? My gosh, I'm having such a hard time with this series because they're all just like the same thing, but I'm pretty sure it was The Goal. If not, the actual title is right here. But anyway, I was about 40% through that book whenever I had started, and 40% through that book whenever I had started this video. But I really had been loving Tucker in every single one of the off-campus books. I was really loving him, and this book really ended up falling flat for me. I ended up rating this at 3.75. It almost hit a 4, but I really hated how immature this was handled for a lot of it. Like, I understand they're only 21, but at the same time, there was really no excuse. So I just really was not a fan on how this was handled. I really think this trope is a really hard one to nail, because if it's done poorly, if it's done wrong, if literally one scene could derail this entire trope, and that's exactly what happened for me. I was not a fan of the way that Sabrina handled some situations. I was not a fan of the way that Sabrina was treating Tucker in this situation. I just feel like a lot of it could have been handled much more maturely, and this is me being nitpicky because it is truly a trope that I cannot get by. I usually steer clear of this trope, but I really wanted to continue the off-campus series, and maybe I should have just steered clear, because it truly just put a bad taste in my mouth, because I felt like Tucker's story could have been fantastic, and we kind of went the cheap way, I guess you could say. But anyway, it was a good book. I really truly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story and all. I just wasn't a fan of some of the things that were going on in the book, and it made it to where I couldn't really enjoy the book fully, which is why I did not rate it very highly. It was still a 3.75. Not a horrible rating, not completely unenjoyable, but there were just some things that were making my teeth itch. But getting into the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, as you guys know, I have only made it to chapter 6, so I don't really have very many thoughts on this right now. I do want to say that I am very excited to read more about Elliot because he is such a quiet character that I think he's going to be really fun to learn about. But overall, I did end up finishing a book and I got 11% into another. Reading purely on your Kindle is a bit difficult. I really like a physical book sometimes, especially whenever I'm like in the need of a palate cleanse. Sometimes a physical book is just the way to go. So it did end up proving to be a challenge, just reading on my Kindle for the weekend, but I did overall enjoy it. I hope you guys did too. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you leave a comment downstairs, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.